For the past 7 days, we have been testing out the Rogbid Tank M5 Ultra smartwatch. It has a real nice craftsmanship, a 316L unibody shell, which means it has a higher corrosion resistance. Now, the Tank name certainly molds itself off the bulkiness of the design of the bezel. This is in comparison to day-to-day watches. Now, the M5 already comes with its very own silicone watch strap already fitted. It will fit wrist sizes from between 150 to 260mm. If you are looking for more of a tailored, sophisticated look, well, you'll be pleased to know that we are supplied with this 316L stainless steel secondary wrist strap. Nice. I'll show you all how to fit this in a second, but accessory wise, we do get a screen protector, a multi-language instruction sheet, a watch strap link remover tool, a few watch switch swing bars, we've got a 2-pin, charge cable. Nope, this particular watch doesn't come charged, and it should take around 2 hours 32 minutes to juice up the Tank M5 smartwatch from flat. Now, to change that wrist strap, all we've got to do is pull this switch swing bar to the side on the silicone wrist strap. It's easily removed. Let's go ahead and get a new replacement bar. Place it into the stainless steel wrist strap, insert one end onto the watch, and again pull back on that spring bar, and it should pop easily into place within that pinhole. We're going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Try it on and see what adjustments we need. So basically, we're going to have to take 2 links out, and this is quite easy to do. So all you've got to do is follow the arrow directions on the inner part of the watch strap. This is the direction in which to take the pins out. Go ahead, get the link remover tool, and we're going to take this exact pin out just here. So here we go. Let's just twist it. Should come out quite easily. And we're going to take out one more. So we're going to take off 2 links in total. And now those pins are removed, let's place the watch pins back in, just like so. Applying a bit of pressure to the head of the pin, making sure it's nice and smooth with no ends protruding. Let's try it on again. Yep, that's certainly a better fit. And not only that, it actually accentuates my outfit. Yeah, very bling bling. Now the smartwatch is powered on, you do get a very nice 1.85 inch edge-to-edge bold and bright display. It is a very cool looking display that can be changed with a few swipes of your fingertip. Now, if you want to utilize all of the functions of the smartwatch, you should quite simply download the Fit Cloud Pro app on your mobile device, connect the watch using the Bluetooth 5.2 connection, and accept all of the permissions, enabling all of the features, and go ahead and set up your personal preferences from that said app. All of your activity that will be logged through the smartwatch will also be logged in more precise detail within the Fit Cloud Pro app. At this point of the video, I have actually been using this watch for a good amount of time now, and we do have loads of those saved measurements, etc. Now, just for your information, you can indeed connect the watch to Strava, Google Fit 2, as well as other various interfaces. And not only that, from the app, you can custom change the watch face. So let's go ahead and select this one. And there it is. Give it a few seconds, and it's added to around about 6 face watches that can be saved to the smartwatch itself. Now, we do have that built-in raise to awaken function. It's not too bad. We can set this to a number of seconds or reduce the display time to save some of the battery. But first things first, from this watch face, if we swipe to the left, we do come to the heart monitor. Now, this should give you quite a good reading within 15 to 20 seconds or so, and you simply got to swipe up for more info. Let's back up, swipe to the left once again. We do come to a sleep monitor. This is very accurate, by the way. I was very impressed by this monitor and how well the sensors reacted underneath the smartwatch. They did react magnificently, and we've noted all of those measurements for a good amount of days. Now, if we swipe to the left once again, we do have a built-in music player on this smartwatch. You'll be able to swish through some of the tracks on your mobile phone, play the music through a little speaker that's built into the smartwatch itself, or in fact, connect some earphones, again, to your mobile device, and you'll be able to use that multi-point connection in order to skip through tracks, listen to music on your earphones, and still have your mobile phone connected to your earphones and the smartwatch at the same time. And you'll be able to operate the music tracks, play pause function, and turn the volume up and down. Now, let's once again swipe to the left. We do have those sports modes. You can either swipe up and down to select a sport mode, We do have a huge amount of activities to choose from, including extreme fitness. It does have built-in full comprehensive health monitoring, and you can also use that centered watch dial, turning it up and down to maneuver, well, yeah, up and down through those sports modes. Now we do have a shortcut button just below that centered dial. If we press that bottom button, it is a shortcut button to those sports modes. But if we head on back to those features, if we swipe to the left once again, we do have a built-in step counter. It doesn't over-exaggerate your movement, but instead gives you a strong indication of the steps, distance, and average heart rate. Now if we revert back to that initial watch face, if we this time swipe to the right, we do have this cool animated menu with a few features that we've already seen on that previous menu. So you've got that sleep monitor, we do have a weather report function, we do have this blood pressure monitoring system. It is actually very good, and not only that, you can spin that animation around from left to right. So yeah, it's interactive. Yeah, it is a cool gimmicky animation, but it is however hard to select some of the functions and features from that rotating animation. So you know what, we're going to change that menu, and to do this we're going to start again from the initial watch dial. Let's this time swipe down, and here we go, we've got the settings just here, so we can change the brightness settings, the vibration and ring settings, which it is quite funny that this particular watch has an iPhone ringtone built in. So if you're connected to a Samsung mobile phone and you've got your ringtone on your mobile phone, not only will your mobile phone ring with that Samsung ringtone, but your smartwatch will also ring with an iPhone ringtone, which is not too bad. Just make sure that your ringtone on your mobile phone's turned right down, because people will know you're not an iPhone user. Now this ringtone, it can indeed be changed within the app, I think. But what we also got within the settings is a do not disturb mode, music and audio control to turn that music speaker off, etc. Oh, and we've also got that handy torch function. Yeah, it's very blinding. Bloody hell. Now, one cool function is we've got this drain water feature, which because the Tank M5 smartwatch is IPX6 waterproof, it's a handy little feature just to make sure that any type of droplets of water stored within little gaps within the smartwatch itself is thoroughly drained while using that said feature. So yes, the M5 smartwatch can withstand fresh water from below 1.5 meters up to 30 minutes in totality. And if we go further into a more deeper settings menu, this is where we can change that previous menu that we was just talking about a moment ago. So we do have 6 menu options to choose from. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you might have noticed on some of these menus, you do have more or less features. We've gone for this one, it just utilizes all of the features. Now again, from these settings just here, you can change the watch face, you can change the transition animation, which means, for example, if you swipe to the left or right from that initial watch face, well, you can choose which type of animation that watch face transitions from. So for example, you've got edge flip, arc rotate, flip center axis, zoom, or transition. Yep, fine adjustments there. But not only that, we do have display settings like, again, the watch face selection, brightness, display time settings. We're going to set this to around about 20 seconds. And lastly, we've got those raise to awaken settings, which we're going to select 5 seconds. And obviously, the more time you set it to, the less effective the battery will be in the long run. Now, this watch does have a power saving mode, language settings, down key customization, which means this bottom button on the side of the watch. Let's change it to music with a short press of the button, and voice assistant with a long press of that same button. Tell me a fact of the day.
Here is a fact. Utah hosted the Olympic Games in 2002 and became the 5th state in the United States to host the Games.
What time is it in China?
In China, it's 8:22 p.m.
But for very simple functions, we do also have a stopwatch, a brief training timer, a female cycle function, telephone dial control. So yes, you can type in a number and phone someone direct off the smartwatch itself. To speak back and forth, you know, a bit like Michael Knight in Knight Rider. Yeah, see it, motherfucker. Now, I didn't manage to find out if there was a remote camera function. If you guys know, comment in the comment section down below. Just couldn't find it on the smartwatch or within the Fit Cloud app itself. I mean, it's not a function that I've really used on other smartwatches, but one thing I do love is that active live GPS tracking mode. It's brilliant at visualizing your walking distances, saving your routes, etc. And again, all of the measurements, goals and achievements, all of those processes work very, very well indeed. And one of the very last handy things about this smartwatch and the built-in app is it does have a locate your smartwatch function, as well as being able to locate your mobile phone from the smartwatch also. Yeah, cool. Me, I really do love the M5 Ultra smartwatch. I wouldn't say though that it is as durable feeling as, say, the Rogbid Tank smartwatch. That one was a beast, guys. I actually frozen it overnight. It defrosted and it was working perfectly fine. That is a solid watch. But one thing I would say about the Tank M5 is that it is a stylish sports watch. That does offer a lot. It has a vivid, bold and bright screen display and has lasted up to 12 days with normal use. But what do you guys think? Do you own this smartwatch? And is this watch of interest to you? Get commenting in the comment section of your feelings and thoughts. And if you want to check it out for yourself, I've actually left a link in the video description down below. If you have liked what you've seen within this video, well, why not take a gander and go get yours? While you're in that video description, guys, it means so much today. If you like this video, share it wherever possible. Please subscribe, make sure to hit the bell notification option so you guys stay updated on my very next uploads. Now, speaking of uploads, there's 2 videos showing on screen just now. Click either one of them, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.